The phone vibrated between us on the couch, once, short, precise. She didn't reach for it. That was the first mistake. We were watching something forgettable, laughter canned, light spilling from the TV, pretending warmth. Her shoulder rested against mine, familiar weight, practiced intimacy. I felt her body tense before the screen lit up. A name flashed, family group. She turned the phone face down too fast, like a reflex trained by guilt. I didn't look at her. I looked at the silence she created. Something shifted in the room, not loud, not dramatic, just misaligned, like a picture frame tilted enough to bother you forever once you notice it. My heartbeat stayed even. I trained it that way years ago. "Everything okay?" I asked, voice steady. "Yeah," she said too quickly. "Just my mom." Her hand stayed on the phone, her thumb hovered, protecting something. That's when the thought arrived, calm, surgical. She's not hiding something from me, she's hiding me from something. The phone vibrated again, twice this time. She stood up. "I'm going to shower." I nodded. I didn't follow. I didn't ask. I picked up the phone after the bathroom door locked and the water started running, white noise meant to erase consequences. Face ID failed. Of course it did, but she'd forgotten something. She always forgot. I knew her patterns better than she knew herself. Her passcode was still the same, the day we married. I opened the group chat and read the title. Operation Freedom, Getting Her Out. My reflection stared back at me from the black glass, unblinking, unsurprised. I didn't scroll right away. I let the title breathe, let it sit in my chest. Operation, Freedom, Getting Her Out. Not us, not together. Her, from me. The messages started weeks back, months actually. I counted the dates. Holidays, birthdays, days I'd cooked dinner, days I'd held her while she cried for reasons that suddenly felt rehearsed. Her sister, "He's controlling, you deserve better." Her mother, "Just wait for the right moment." Her father, "We'll support you financially if needed." Then her, my wife, "Phase 1 is almost ready. I just need to make sure he doesn't suspect anything. I feel guilty, but this is for the best." I felt something pulled slide behind my ribs. Not anger, not pain, recognition. Every argument suddenly made sense. Every distance, every soft rejection disguised as exhaustion. The sudden interest in independence, the way she'd started saying, "my life," instead of "our life." She wasn't confused, she was coordinated. And worse, there were messages from a name I didn't recognize. Short, casual, intimate. "He's still clueless? I can't wait until you're free." Infidelity doesn't always announce itself with lipstick or hotel receipts. Sometimes it shows up as a plan. I locked the phone, placed it exactly where it had been, and sat there while the shower ran. I didn't cry, I didn't shake, I just adjusted my breathing and thought, okay, so this is the game. I became observant, not paranoid. There's a difference. I watched how she moved through the house, what she touched, what she avoided. I listened to the pauses in her sentences, the way she tested lies before committing to them. I smiled when expected. I kissed her goodnight. Inside, I was inventorying my life. Accounts first. I logged into everything, at work, at home, on cloud services she'd once had access to. I changed passwords methodically, no patterns, no emotions, just execution. Then assets. I spoke to my lawyer under the guise of estate planning. He didn't ask many questions. Men like me don't ask without reason. I separated funds, moved investments, updated beneficiaries. I wasn't hiding, I was reorganizing reality. Meanwhile, I collected evidence like a historian, screenshots, timestamps, backup copies, phone records synced to a drive she'd never know existed. She thought phase 1 meant emotional distance, therapy talk, planting the idea that we were unhealthy. What she didn't realize, I was already in phase 3. Sometimes she'd look at me strangely, like she sensed something slipping through her fingers. I'd meet her gaze, calm, present, loving. That unsettled her more than suspicion ever could. The man she wanted to escape wasn't panicking, he was adjusting. Phase 1 arrived on a Tuesday. She sat across from me at dinner, hands folded, eyes glassy with manufactured courage. "I think we need some space," she said softly. "I've been unhappy for a long time." I nodded. "I know," I said. She blinked. I stood up, walked to my office, and returned with a folder, thin, precise. I slid it across the table. She opened it. Screenshots, the group chat, the messages, the other man. Her face collapsed in stages, shock first, then fear, then a scrambling attempt at control. "You went through my phone?" she whispered. "That's your concern?" I asked. She started crying, real tears this time. "I was going to tell you," she said. "No," I interrupted gently. "You were going to execute." Silence. Heavy. Final. "I didn't confront you," I continued, "because confrontation gives the other person a chance to pivot." I stood. I moved everything. Accounts, properties, legal control. "You have exactly what I decided you'd have." Her breathing turned shallow. "You can't do this." "I already did." I watched understanding dawn. Not rage, not hatred. Loss. Pure and simple. "The family chat," I added. Creative title. "Tell them Phase 1 failed." I picked up my coat. "Phase 2 was never yours." I walked to the door. She called my name once. I didn't turn around. I don't hate her. Hate requires attachment. What I feel now is accuracy. She wanted freedom. She got it. Just not the version she rehearsed with an audience. Betrayal doesn't break you if you see it clearly enough. It sharpens you. It strips away illusion until only structure remains. I didn't win. I didn't lose. I withdrew. And some exits are permanent. The last thing I left behind wasn't anger. It was absence. And that's the one thing they never planned for.